Testing 1, 2, testing.
I'd like to call to order.
Order.
Careful, he's got to
We're
go.
in trouble. Trouble.
Finance Committee of Fallbrook Regional Health District. And this is December 3rd already. Huh? Wow. Yep.
Right.
Do we have any
Public?
public?
No.
No, and I didn't see anything coming via email
Nobody's
either.
online.
Yeah.
Too bad. I'm missing out.
We're zooming in the universe right now.
Okay, then. I did not see anything out of order or unexpected. But Sally, did you?
Neither did I.
Yeah.
There is nothing new or remarkable.
Yeah,
I believe remarkable is the term to use.
so that's good. Still haven't gotten rid of that 100,000 of the fire district.
No, that usually ends up happening at the end of the year. We actually have it, the 200,000 that we've pledged this year, we usually have it broken down into two, but it really depends on when they get things ordered, and so you'll see that just carry through and carry through and carry through, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's gone.
So with that, would you and Judith like to let us know of anything?
Yeah, Judith, you want to run it? Just kidding.
Knock yourself out.
Sure. So really, if we just kind of scroll through the reports, I won't run through them in any great detail. Balance sheet comparison, you saw an increase of $166,000 difference from October to September. Again, nothing interesting there. Report number 2 actually is where you start to see where we have a positive 156,000. Again, this is where you start to see property tax income start to roll in. So you'll start seeing typically our income being considerably higher for the next several months.
Good.
It is really kind of the largesse that really allows for district grants and everything else to get paid. Report 3, which is the one that has both the wellness center and administration on it, shows our current year-to-date versus budget year-to-date and where we are in our expenditures. For the most part, everything is pretty much in line. You'll find that admin is listed as being under the planned budget by $441,000. That can pretty much be completely wiped out when you talk about North County Fire, the pledge for that, as well as the potential clinical services that we had hoped to provide funding for. Again, that really hasn't come into fruition just yet. We're still working on that. So that's where those unfunded gains, if you will, are sitting. Next month, you will see an overage in grants because the board approved the additional funds to the food pantry, and that will be for 3 months in a row. So we're doing that for the month of November, December, and January. Right.
That is really neat that we're able to do that.
Yeah, especially since we're now hearing that the federal government may try to hold some withdrawal of funds for the administration of SNAP, which will just delay additional support for that program. So I think our additional support for that was quite timely.
Yeah.
You can also mention the benefit coverage now and then, so we don't have
Yes.
to wait.
Yes. So as you'll recall, last month, 2 months ago, we voted to move the district's employee benefits out of CalPERS and into SDRMA. This month, you'll see, well, for the month of December's financials, November,
December
December.
5th, I'm paying. both.
December 5th. You'll see, so it's not in this report. You'll see a real big expense, and that's in part because we had to pay out the final part of CalPERS because they bill a month in advance. And we had to start to get ready for SDR May. So they both just happened to coalesce into the month of December. Nothing to be surprised. Everything is the right amounts. It's just because of this switchover, two bills show up in 1 month. So you're gonna see a little wonkiness in December.
You're gonna see that
Wonky.
big overage. Yeah, you're gonna see the big overage.
Wonkiness is my official accounting term.
What's Susan's?
I've never heard
Susan?
Susan do that, so.
It'll be remarkable.
It will be remarkable,
Wonky and remarkable.
Yeah.
right? Regarding the compliance report that Susan submits for us, really, we're seeing the same trends right now. We're still seeing our best returns from our short-term investments. That's the Cal Trust liquidity and the California class investments, because those are the short terms. You're still seeing a higher yield on both of those. Otherwise, all of our funds are fairly consistent. We do need to consider having a conversation about our LAIF account. Historically, that is where we have pulled our community development disbursement reimbursement back to the district for improvements at the various buildings. We have taken that account down to an amount of 409,000. I think it might be smart on the go forward as we're looking at those. We may decide, the finance team can probably bring a recommendation to this committee of which investment account to pull that from, so that we are not draining that account down to nothing.
Right.
If that makes sense to everyone. Okay. And again, that's not a written policy that we had to pull it from LAIF. It just was our practice at the time that that started, because we only had really that initial account. And then we had the Cal Trust medium term, which was always expected to be the true investment account. As we've diversified our portfolio, as they say, we have more options now. So we may choose to do a short term, depending how the market moves. We may decide to pull it out of the medium term, but we can bring that recommendation to the board.
Okay.
Report 5 is our check detail report. There's no new vendors. Again, nothing remarkable there. Gonna overuse that word because it's really a lot of fun.
That's all I'm saying.
Financials shouldn't be creative. They should be nice and consistent. So unless board has any questions on any of those payments, anything there? Again, same general vendors, really nobody new. No blank names. So Marnie Bookkeeping was able to make sure that those ACH payments, that the title made sure that that got inputted there, so you didn't have blank spots. I'll move to our credit card statements unless there's any questions.
No.
All right, again, credit card statements pretty consistent. You don't see anything from Umpqua again because we only had the 5-star account have any use. Really the only thing in there to note, which is slightly off the norm, is you'll see that there was charges associated to Jess's card, and that was a temporary card issued to her as she attended the board clerk training, so that she had some governmental foundations in place as we work to train her up to be a stronger administrative support position.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that.
Then Teresa's had a really big, expensive one down there for brand assassins.
Yeah.
And I believe that that was our down payment on the truck wrap. Is that
Yep.
correct?
Yeah.
So, Sally, since you will be sitting in the Christmas parade this year, you will be sitting in the first unveiling of the new wrap that we put on the district truck. So, the district truck, as you know, has been around for a long time. Used to be at the hospital, so it didn't really have a ton of miles. It's been mechanically well maintained, but
when it used to sit at the hospital, it sat outside, so the paint was in bad shape and it just wasn't, the exterior wasn't as well maintained. When the district took the truck back into its operation, we've been parking it in the garage at the house. We still don't put a ton of miles on it. North County Fire does the maintenance on it. But the little truck was just looking a little shabby. Oh, yes. So, Teresa and Jasmine worked hard to, get a new wrap for the truck.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And since the truck looks so nice, we decided the truck should have a name. And so the truck is now going to be affectionately known as Reggie, as in regional.
Oh,
So,
Regional Health District.
right? So Reggie got a new do, which really will help a great deal out of our marketing. We did associate this as a auto expense, not a marketing expense, in part because
it is.
the truck was going to have to either be repainted or something. And this makes way better investment, double bang for the buck. So to
Yeah.
speak. So,
Is this the first year that Reggie's been in the parade?
Reggie has been in the parade other times, but we've usually put tinsel or lights or something to kind of hide his scrappy exterior. So this time he's gonna be much more visible. And
Glow up.
before we had a small logo on the side of the truck, it was nearly impossible to read.
Mhm.
As you can see, Reggie makes an appearance, which is important.
So I know Jasmine was looking for 2 people. Did she get 2 people?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Sally and her friend.
Oh, yeah, Sally, you and your neighbor friend person will be in the truck. So no, we only have 1 board member technically.
So we can anoint her a board member proxy.
She is representing the district that day.
Yes.
Who is that?
Great.
Her name is Luzanne. She's actually the daughter of one of my patients that passed away a few years ago, and we've just, stayed in touch, and, she comes to family functions sometimes, and
Oh,
she's
that's
just a real
wonderful.
sweetheart, so.
So she's been adopted into your extended family.
Mhm.
Is she excited?
She's very excited.
Nice.
I
Good.
know she was like, oh my gosh, a parade, and I was like, I should probably ask her. if it's okay." So I didn't say anything to her. I was
She's like, I
just
really can't let her know.
just had to calm it down real quick.
Right.
But yeah, she's.
That's good.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So I mean, in theory, Annabelle or Cindy or perhaps even Jennifer may respond.
Mhm.
But at this point, they have not. I know, Howard, you had potentially, were gonna be a backup and now you have another commitment, but. So we will be in the parade. Jasmine will be driving the truck. She's done this several years in a row now, so nothing to worry about. Put some hay bales in the back, dress warm,
Oh, yeah.
and you might want to bring a cushion for the hay bales because they're kind of.
Oh, the pokey,
They're a little-
okay,
little-
right. Now, is there, so I don't, have you guys ever seen me do my flags? I do like I do like a little performance thing. I've been on, a float before, and I would hop
We have
off
hidden
and.
skills here. We're
Yes,
finding
we
out.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, we
That's
do.
a fun thing, but anyway, I've been talking to Regency because they don't have a float this year. Their bus is not gonna be in it this year, so their residents are gonna be parked out front of, I think Ace Party Supplies is where they have them. So when we get to that point, I was hoping to do my little thing, so I don't know how easy it is to hop off and hop back
It's
on.
impossible.
It's not
Oh,
easy,
okay,
yeah.
'cause
It's
the-
impossible.
The thing is gonna be.
You can't do it on the bed of the
I
truck?
might be able to, do that.
Okay.
If there's a little bit of like room to separate just a smidge.
We need to
Probably
rope
not,
you
no.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're worried.
Yeah, the idea of
Yeah.
you falling out of the truck makes me quite nervous.
Yeah.
So if you have something you can do from a seated position,
Yeah,
Mm.
not really. Well, maybe what we could do is just pause in front of the Ace.
so communicate with Jasmine.
Yeah.
I know that the float
parade folk like to keep a schedule.
Yeah.
So you might want to communicate with her, and if that option presents itself, I'm sure
She's gonna be driving.
she's driving.
Okay.
So, yeah, communicate with her and see what you can do, but I
Okay.
prefer no standing in the back of the truck. I mean, I can get you a helmet and we can bubble wrap the heck out of you, but I don't think that's gonna work for what you actually want to do.
Bungee me in, like,
Yeah.
strap me in.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Four
no,
points.
or we just make you sit on your hay bale.
Yeah, she's going
Maybe you
to.
could turn the hay bale, whatever,
Yeah.
vertically, not horizontally.
That's a lot of instability.
That's another risk management issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's waving flag over the side of the truck.
so back to Garland. Not exciting.
Anyway, I would really love to see that performance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does sound fabulous.
Next week. I'll bring it. I can show you before and after.
Good.
Or after.
I mean, we're recording, so we could,
Yeah.
I don't have it with me, but.
I mean, for that meeting, we could
Uh,
record.
okay.
Yes, that would be fun.
Like, great.
Oh, I don't have any trouble performing. I've been doing it for years and I've actually done events for.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
So the flag?
Actually done fire.
Is it on social media? Is it on social
So
media?
You know what? I probably
You
have.
mean like fire sticks, like things on fire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I just said.
I wanted to confirm.
She's doing the fire.
And hay bales.
Yeah, that's.
We're not doing that either.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna get kicked out in 2 seconds.
Considering Chris sits on the fire board, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna go over well.
You're like, why is it?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do fire. I'll find a video before we.
All right.
Good.
Okay, back to actual financial.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Finance.
We are recording.
Right.
Not fire.
Okay, so, nothing unusual then on, credit card statements. Our CDD, community development disbursements, again, you'll see, a few things that are primarily related to, First Site Logic and then to Coleman Scott Architecture. That's the same thing as Encinitas Design Group. When those two firms are essentially merging, Coleman Scott Coleman, you know. However, I'm not sure if they've decided which last name gets to go first, but you'll see that one of the larger expenditures, the 22,000, his designs are done. We are pending some encroachment permits and things that I have to try and finalize before we can take next step on that, but that expense is on there. Otherwise, that is pretty much the bulk of it. Our disclosures, of course, are that the investments of the district are in compliance with our 25-26 investment policy. The balance of the district's investment accounts give the district the ability to meet its expenditure requirements for the next 12 months. And that's it for finance.
Very good, good work in terms of getting the revenue and keeping the expenses.
I mean, luckily the revenue is pretty easy. It just shows up. We don't have to actually go out and solicit it. And again, the county is indicating that it will be expected regular growth. Obviously, we have a new tax collector with the departure of Dan McAllister. It was an internal candidate, I believe, who was promoted to that position. That doesn't really affect us. It is just a point of notice.
McAllister's been there for a long time. Is that
I want to
right?
say it was 26 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be a new collector in town. Shouldn't really change anything. It's very formulaic. Again, finance shouldn't be full of surprises.
Actually, if it's internal, probably trained under McAllister.
Right. Yeah, hopefully not complete trained by McAllister. That's all I have.
Anybody have anything else to talk about before we adjourn?
Anything I forgot? Susan?
Oh, no. We are adjourned.
All right.
Okay, now I want to bring that up.
Wait, stop recording.
Wait, let me.
Hold on.
Just one moment, please.